All right, looks like we're recording. Welcome everybody, if you're watching this later. Hello, how are you?
Are you there?
I am. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, no, I can.
Okay.
Did you make me a co-host? And do you know it's recording?
It's recording, should it not be? Okay, perfect, thank you. So welcome everybody to Essential Oils 101. My name is Danielle Siebert, and I am part of the Crooks and Thieves group. You've probably seen my sister on here a whole bunch, Jackie Adams. She has been knocking it out with the classes, and also my adorable nephew. So today it's my turn, and I'm going to be talking to you about the basics of essential oils, what they are, how to use them, how to get started with them, all that good stuff. So this is me. I've got my Valor and my Joy diffusing next to me to help me through this. And I am going to, I have a slideshow to show you guys. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And with any luck, that will go smoothly and you will be able to see these beautiful slides. So let's see. All right, it looks like we're sharing. And here is our first, oops, I obviously don't know how to use this. There we go, there's our first slide. Essential Oils 101. So who I am and why I use oils and why this is relevant. I started using oils about 10 or 12 years ago. My mom got started with them with a good friend of ours and started out super simple. I think a peppermint and kind of given as a sample, and it made a huge difference for my mom. She was having some shoulder issues, neck issues, and she just slapped it right on there, and it made such a huge difference for her. She was stoked, and we went right for it. So I have had the awesome opportunity to learn alongside my mom and our group as we continue to expand our use of these oils. I originally probably used, one or two, maybe a lavender here or there. I've always liked wintergreen, but let me tell you, by this time, I use them in literally every single part of my house. I love to diffuse them, as you saw just a minute ago. I work from home and it's incredibly boring, and I love to change up my diffuser recipe to keep things spicy. I did that even in work, and every coworker that walked by always loved my office because it smelled so good. So I diffuse for everything from I use peppermint and basil during my workouts. Those are really invigorating. I diffuse lavender and peace and calming at night. You can use it for so many things. So at this point, oils in my house are supporting hormones, metabolism, concentration, exercise, muscle recovery from it, mood and emotions of all kinds, sleep. Like I said, I always diffuse lavender and peace and calming. I cook with them. I love peppermint in my hot chocolate. And my husband is learning to love them for everything from cuts, scrapes, burns from work. He does a lot of welding, and a lot of times he comes home and he's burned right through his sock and skin and everything. And so we use a ton for that. And then of course, so he's considered an essential worker. So he's been out through all this crazy stuff. And so I slather him up for immune support on a daily basis as much as I can. So as you can see, I went from one little bottle to tons of bottles all over, and they're a huge part of my life. So I just want to share some of what works for me, what I love about them, and why I bothered to begin using them in the first place. So let's start. First of all, Mom, are you able to mute everyone, or is that something that I do? Oops. I'm not sure if I can do it with screen share, but Or maybe if you, Cheryl, would you just be able to mute yourself?
Yeah, I thought I had Cheryl muted, but we'll try again.
Okay. Sounds good. So I will go ahead and get started with what are essential oils? They're the most powerful part of the plant. So they're all from different plants and trees and flowers and things like that. Many people call it the lifeblood of the plant. They are distilled generally from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, fruit, rinds, resins, and herbs, depending on your oil. Oils consist of hundreds of different natural organic compounds. In humans, they provide support for every system in the body: your skeletal system, muscular, circulatory, endocrine, hormones, respiratory, and immune. They support brain health and healthy weight. They are used extensively for spiritual support in your prayer life as well as emotional support. They've been used for thousands of years as beauty aids. If you remember Esther, I believe she bathed in myrrh, which sounds really sticky and nasty to me, but apparently it was extremely powerful. An oil in a diffuser can soothe a child's tough day at school and provide a calming effect when you've had a stressful day at work. Oils can be used as an alternative to cleaning chemicals in your home. That's one of my favorite parts. You can literally start swapping out every single chemical in your home to live a purer lifestyle, and you can do it without breaking the bank. Here's our kit. To give you a brief overview on how you can start incorporating essential oils into your life, I'll be using the Young Living Premium Starter Bundle today. So this is an example of one of the kits that you can select to get started with. And we're just going to kind of break down what's in it and how you could use what's in it if you're thinking about getting started. So this is essentially the same kit that my mom started with, I started with, Jackie started with, but they have continued to improve it over the years. So this is the upgraded version. This kit is $412. It's worth $412. I apologize. I'm skimming over here. Retail value, $412. It is discounted to $165 when it's sold as a starter bundle. So it's literally less than half price when you combine all of that stuff together. It's the only thing on Young Living's site that's half off. It comes with 12 full-size bottles of oil and a desert mist diffuser and 11 different color settings on your diffuser, including the candle setting, which is my absolute favorite because I love candles and I don't like toxins, and so I use my diffuser instead. This one kit contains respiratory oils, pain oils, immune support oils, stress oils, emotional, digestive, oils for alertness, oils for fear, some for internal aromatic and topical uses, and samples of our powerhouse product, Ningxia Red, a whole food liquid supplement loaded with antioxidants. You can join me for a Ningxia Red class at another time, and we will dive into the specifics of that, all the ways you can purchase it, what you can use it for, what good it is, what's in it, all of the details. This kit also contains thieves. That contains thieves oil, off of which we have an entire cleaning product line, which is absolutely fantastic. In fact, I have mine right here because it's one of my absolute favorite products. So let's get started. How do you use essential oils? You don't need to be an aromatherapist to use them. In most cases, just rub it topically on the skin. There are three main ways to get oils into your system. The English tend to apply it topically. The French tend to ingest it and cook with it. And the Germans tend to diffuse it and inhale it. So how do they get into your body and how long do they last? Tests have shown that oils reach the heart, liver, and thyroid within 3 seconds when inhaled. They were found in the bloodstream within 26 seconds when applied topically. And expulsion of essential oils takes 3 to 6 hours in a normal, healthy body. So these things start right away. There is no pop a pill and wait 30 minutes for it to start to take effect. These things kick in right away, which is absolutely fantastic. Oh, see, I always do that. I try to click on my screen and it jumps ahead on me. Sorry about that. Essential oils history. Oils were first mentioned by name in the biblical book of Genesis, which is pretty much the beginning of the beginning, chapter 37, when Joseph was sold to the slave traders. They carried spicery, balm, and myrrh. Genesis ends with the burial of Joseph's father, anointed with myrrh. There are over 1,100 direct and indirect mentions of essential oils in scripture. So they have been around and used for a long time. Some of the oldest cultures on the earth used essential oils. The Babylonians used cedar wood, myrrh, and cypress. The Egyptians used essential oils for beauty and embalming. They have the oldest recorded deodorant recipe made with essential oils. Pakistan and Rome used essential oils in communal bathhouses. They were even used by Christ. Jesus was given gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Frankincense was sometimes referred to as the coconut oil of essential oils because it has over 10,000 uses. Essential oils were used by the medieval Europeans. They began to lose popularity around the 1800s as more modern technology came on the scene. It was only after World War II when oils were rediscovered. The science on their use grows with every single year. To be honest, they kind of seem like one of the simplest, easiest, most common sense things you can do to support your body, because our bodies have been around a long time and plants have been around a long time. And everything else that we've added on top of that, you're talking a couple of 100 years. But if you just get right down to just base simplicity, plants, people, they go together perfectly. And I personally, I'm not all about going and rubbing a basil tree on me. So I prefer my super potent basil oil to apply directly. Do essential oils work? I think so. In the United States, there is no rating system for essential oils. It would be wonderful if there were, because then you'd know what you were buying. If you walk into a grocery store and look at a box of cereal, you'll see nutrition facts on the side. There are no nutrition facts per se on the side of the oils. That's why you can find lavender, for example, being sold at grocery stores, farmers markets, bulk foods, with pricing ranging from $5 to $25. But how do you know what's really in those bottles, and are they all the same? Without any kind of rating system, it's up to you to know the company you are buying from. You have to trust your source. What makes Young Living so special? Don't join me tomorrow for Discover Young Living More Than Oils, because that's part of my mom's garden expo. I'll tell you why Young Living is so fantastic. I did a little looking into the bottling requirements, labeling requirements for oils directly from the FDA website. And as long as they're labeled for external use, they're considered for just for perfume, basically. And so there's no regulation. There's no requirement to tell what is in there, either the type of oil or any additives, anything else. You just label it for external use and you're good to go. So that's a little bit alarming. We'll dig a little bit more into exactly what it means in these next couple of slides. So seed to seal, that is what sets Young Living apart. One of the many things that sets Young Living apart, but the most important probably. At Young Living, we do not strip constituents to make our oils smell better. We do not mix species of the same oil. We do not spray weed killers or pesticides or herbicides or use genetically modified seeds. We spend $12,000 per acre to hand weed lavender instead of the industry standard of $60 an acre for the same plant. The industry standard is $60 an acre because spraying with pesticides is much cheaper than hand weeding. We do not distill with solvents like hexane. Our soil is not tainted with mercury, arsenic, glyphosate, or any poison because our fields are untouched by toxic chemicals. We harvest at the exact time of the day that Young Living's research team has found to be the ideal time for that specific plant. We know when that peak is because of our extensive library on oils, the oldest and largest globally compiled from nearly 30 years of research at farms on 6 continents. That's a lot of knowledge, a lot of testing, and an absolute commitment to quality that they would be willing to go from $60 an acre to $12,000 an acre just to ensure that the end product, which is so concentrated, that the tiniest bit of pesticides or herbicides in there would just, it would end up being a huge amount in your bottle. And they don't want that to happen. They want to focus on the healing properties of the oil itself. And that's what sets it apart. So here's a map of our Young Living farms. Where the plants grow is also important. Gary Young grew Helichrysum essential oil at St. Mary's in Idaho, then in Mona in Utah, then in the Mediterranean country of Croatia to watch its scores on our seed to seal testing. We don't know where it grows natively. We grow it where it grows best and produces the most effective oil for the body. Our farms are all over the world, allowing us to grow plants where they grow best, and you can visit them yourself. Any of our farms if you like, because we are transparent. I have personally been to 1 or 2, I don't know, but that is my vacation list now. I got a Young Living, they made these cute little passports for visiting farms, and those are on my bucket list with my husband. I want to make a loop and see all of our farms. They're absolutely magnificent. We test 8 times at the farm, then again in Spanish Fork, Utah, and then again after bottling. We do 24 tests per batch to make sure the oils meet our standards. This isn't just a standard of making sure there's no poison in there. They break down the specific constituents of each oil to know exactly what molecular content is in there and make sure that it's up to par. So not only is it untainted by poison, it's also it's been exposed to the right growing conditions. It's been harvested properly to maintain the integrity and the power of that oil. Then we do third-party testing with 2 accredited, respected, independent labs. Young Living's oils are tested by scientists with over 180 years of combined lab experience. Most of the scientists were hand-trained by founder Gary Young himself. Young Living is a global leader in essential oils with nearly $2 billion in sales annually. That means those that use the oils keep returning because they love the results they're seeing. There are 3,000 global employees, 600 life-changing products, 16 corporate and partner farms, more than 20 international markets, 50 highly trained scientists, 12 independent partner labs, and 6 million global members. Those that use the oils keep coming back because they work. There's a reason other oil companies compare themselves to Young Living, and that's because Young Living is recognized as a leader in the essential oils industry. There is no other company with seed to seal quality standards. Why would you want anything less? You cannot have quality without cost. The two go hand in hand. Irradiated, mechanically separated rib meat is not the same as pastured, grass-fed organic beef. You get what you pay for. We understand that in every other industry, except aromatherapy. A third-party lab test doesn't make an oil pure. Saying your oils are better does not make them pure. Integrity, hard work, and high standards do. That is seed to seal, and that is why Young Living is different. It's our promise of purity. You can learn more about seed to seal at seedtoseal.com. We have an entire website devoted to it. All of our oil is shipped from around the world to Spanish Fork, Utah, where it's run through vigorous 8-point testing to ensure purity. Those tests are run in triplicate at the farm, at Spanish Fork, and a 3rd time before bottling. What does that mean? The testing is thorough and precise. It's why I don't buy from any other shop. They don't have the team that's necessary to stay on top of hundreds of oils and blends. They don't have seed to seal. I know a lot of people who buy from small oil producers, and it's just exactly that. You don't have the manpower, the science behind it, the library behind it to guarantee that quality. So as much as I love to buy local, I consider this buying local because our farms are spread globally. Our employees are from all over, and it is the best quality that is available. And so I absolutely Absolutely stick with that. So why can't you buy oils just at the grocery store or Vitamin Cottage or wherever? Why can't you just buy oils locally? Purity. You get what you pay for. I have seen bottles of frankincense for $7 at the grocery store. But it costs more than that just to distill it. It's a red flag that the oil has been altered in some form. This is a photo of our frankincense resin. It must be distilled at the proper temperature for days to pull the best oil out of the plant. The labor to distill this plant is one of the reasons it is so costly. The only way to sell it for $10 or $12 would be to adulterate the oil. Otherwise, you would lose money selling it that cheap. The frankincense tree must be tapped like a maple syrup tree. The resin will ooze out, but quickly turns into the hard resin you see in the bottom of the screen. It takes a long process to turn it into the oil you see in the frankincense bottle. Or you can distill it with solvents, many of which cause cancer, and you can have oil much more quickly and at a lower labor cost. But then you have solvents left over in your oil. Young Living does not use chemical solvents to extract frankincense. That's what Seed to Seal is all about. We do things the hard way to get you the best oil. Let me explain it another way. All the oils in the world fall into one of 4 categories: authentic, manipulated, perfume, or synthetic. Authentic means the oils are 100% pure with no synthetics, no additives. These are Young Living oils. Manipulated means the final product has been made to smell more pleasing and less earthy. Some of the heavier molecules have been stripped out, or another additive has been introduced to enhance the aroma. Perfume oils are not pure. They are mixed with synthetics to enhance the aroma. These oils have no therapeutic action. Frequently, solvents are used to extract the plant. And synthetic oils are not true oils at all. They smell nothing like the original plant and are typically labeled scented products. Authentic is the only true pure oil. Synthetic oils would be like opening your fridge, taking a glass of orange juice, and diluting it 95% with chemicals before you drink it. Yummy. It wouldn't have the benefits of a full glass of pure orange juice. That's why you want authentic oils. Before you purchase, check to see if the company grows their own plants, has Seed to Seal standards, and controls the entire process from the farm to the sealed bottle. Pesticides, pollution, previously farmed land, all of it can affect the quality of an oil. You're here learning about oils because you are looking for natural, safe alternatives. Why would you use an oil that is full of chemicals and synthetics, the very things you're trying to get away from? So specifically pesticides. Do you remember I told you Young Living weeds by hand rather than using harsh pesticides? I want you to see the impact of what spraying a crop with pesticides can do to the human body. There was a study in Sweden that was cataloged in a video called The Organic Effect. This is pertaining to food. However, when it takes tens of thousands of rose blossoms to make 1 ounce of rose oil, the oils are even more concentrated than food. So a pesticide spray on a crop will be even more concentrated than on food, like on an apple skin. This is why we don't spray. I have a video for you to enjoy.
Most of what is grown today is treated with pesticides. That's not so healthy for the environment, but does it really affect us? Meet the Palmberg family. They don't eat organic food.
Det kostar mer än vanlig mat. Det blir en stor skillnad när man är många i en familj.
But for the next 2 weeks, the Palmbergs are going to eat only organic. Before they begin, urine samples are taken from each of the family members. And it turns out they have a number of different pesticides inside their bodies.
Vi hittade framförallt insektsmedel, svampmedel och stråförkortningsmedel.
Vi äter insektsmedel.
Ja, äckligt.
Ja.
So, everything in the kitchen is replaced, and they begin eating only organic. Then, another round of samples are taken, and now, almost all the pesticides have disappeared.
Vi vet ju väldigt lite om långtidseffekter av att äta mat som har besprutats. Speciellt med tanke på att studier har visat att kemikalier i kombination kan vara långt farligare än kemikalier var och en för sig.
När man får höra det här så tänker man framförallt på barnen. Det är många kemikalier som har lämnat deras kroppar och jag vill inte ha tillbaka dem i mina barn.
That's pretty incredible. Let me see if I can get to the next slide here. Looks like it might take a minute to think. I have to be honest, I don't always buy all organic food, but I'm gonna try. I make sure my milk is organic. That counts for something, right? I will tell you, with as much as is on just food, just left over from the spray, condensed down into an oil, it is thousands of times more potent. You are worse off to use a polluted oil than to use no oil at all, because you are putting poison into your body. And that's one thing that I'm very thankful that I was introduced to Young Living and taught the difference so that I could tell and make sure that I choose only the good ones to put in my body. So Young Living's seed to seal process is a promise of integrity. The plants are harvested at their peak, but through the vigorous seed to seal testing process, and then they go from the farm directly to your home. Seed to seal is not a slogan, it's a promise. So why do some companies sell oils cheaper than others? Most essential oils are sold cheaper than others because companies cut corners to save money. If you spray a crop with pesticides, you have more crop to distill. If you use a chemical solvent to extract the oil, you pull more out. If you dilute it with a cheaper oil or a carrier oil, you stretch the oil you've distilled and can easily sell it more cheaply. It takes a great deal of work to produce a tiny amount of pure essential oil. 60,000 rose blossoms provide only 1 ounce of rose oil. Lavender is more abundant. 200 pounds will provide 7 pounds of oil. Jasmine flowers must be picked by hand before the sun becomes hot on the very first day they open, making it one of the most expensive oils in the world. It takes 8 million hand-picked blossoms to produce 2.2 pounds of oil. A sandalwood tree must be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can be cut down for distillation. Gary Young's sandalwood trees must be 90% dead before they are harvested. The good news is a little goes a long way. Most oils are $10 to $30 a bottle. Depending on oil thickness, a 5 milliliter bottle contains about 90 to 100 drops, and a 15 milliliter bottle contains 200 to 240 drops. Each application is 1 to 3 drops, meaning even a small bottle will get you 45 to 90 applications. And let me tell you, there are plenty of oils that I use 1 drop at a time. Because remember how fast they get into your blood system and into your brain? You just don't have to slather yourself with them. Thieves Cleaner is made of plants only, and it costs about $1.50 a bottle to make. You can't even get that in the organic section of the grocery store. It replaces multi-purpose cleaner, glass cleaner, and floor cleaner. The organic versions of those can run you $4 to $6 a bottle. Thieves Cleaner and Thieves Hand Sanitizer come in the starter kit. The Thieves Cleaner doesn't actually come in the starter kit. We had a time when we had a sample in there, which thankfully has been replaced with our Ningxia Red again, because we really missed our Ningxia Red. But this is so affordable to get. This is how it comes. This is the concentrate. And you use 1 to 2 capfuls per spray bottle that you mix up, depending on the size of your spray bottle. So this replaces my literally everything else in my house. This is my glass cleaner. My everything in my bathroom gets cleaned with this. My shower gets cleaned with this. My car gets cleaned with this. I got a free table. My whole table got cleaned with this. Everything. It's so cheap. It's so easy. It smells amazing. It does a great job. And I'm not introducing toxins into my home. And I absolutely love that. So I highly recommend considering adding some of this to your order, but we'll get to that later. But it is a must-have for a toxin-free home. So Thieves Toxin-free life. Okay. There's an entire thieves class that we teach at another time because there's so much information in it. But the blend, the actual oil blend, comes in your starter kit. We'd love to teach you the thieves class. Stay posted on our Facebook page, and we will share when our next one is going to be, and you will want to check it out because it is super awesome. If you start with the starter kit though, like I said, you get the oil itself that started this whole line. So, I mean, it's even, the thieves is powerful. It's got cinnamon and lemon and all kinds of stuff. It's delicious for one. I use it as toothpaste sometimes, but it's also a powerful immune support. So you definitely want to use that. But again, as we'll talk about later, if you go with the starter kit, I highly recommend adding these. And there's even an essential rewards package that has the thieves cleaner, the soap. Well, I guess that's Christmas spirit, but they make a hand soap, and then my dish soap is back there too. And that all comes in the thieves kit. So keep that in mind, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. So I just said essential rewards, which I'm sure doesn't mean anything to you yet. Essential rewards is a program that pays you back 10% immediately on everyday products that you already use, like toothpaste, shampoo, dish soap. After 4 months, it increases to 20% back. And after 25 months, it increases even more to 25% back. Let me tell you, I am a part of every rewards program that is out there because I am a budgeter, and none of them pay you back 25%. I think at the grocery store, I have to spend $500 to get $5 back. So not that great. Imagine walking into the grocery store to buy cleaning supplies and personal care items, and every single trip on every single purchase, you get 25% off your whole cart. I would be there every day. That's what happens when you order on Essential Rewards. And that's why I get my products from Young Living. That is in addition to the 24% off that you already get by being a member off of retail. That discount is for life. You're never obligated to order, and there are no yearly membership fees. Just deeply discounted oils and oil-infused products that are the purest in the world. To keep your membership active, you order 50 PV a year. 50 PV, and they correlate with the dollar amounts. So 50 PV is pretty much $50. That is so worth it. That's like a couple of cleaners a year, maybe a cleaner, a shampoo, a toothpaste, and an oil, and you have a lifetime membership that there's no fees associated, nothing else. If those two perks aren't incredible enough, there's more. When you order from yourself instead of at the grocery store, you also earn points back and free oils for certain tiers. Here's an example of an additional benefit from Young Living. So depending on what your order, any given order amount, you get additional free products. So you'll notice that it's listed out your order amount. For 100 PV, you get free shipping, which is wonderful. I love that. At 190 PV order, you get a free bottle of Ylang Ylang, a free bottle of patchouli, and also your free shipping. Again, you go up to 250 PV order, you get everything that you got before, the Ylang Ylang, the patchouli. You also get Stress Away in a 15 milliliter bottle, and still your free shipping. Again, 300 PV order, all of that plus this awesome oil, One Heart, and a sacred frankincense, which is so valuable. And that's just for placing that big of an order. As you'll notice, the couple of them are, the patchouli is noted as an ER bonus. So unless you're on Essential Rewards, you won't get that particular one. But the Essential Rewards is so worth it that you'll be on it anyway. So don't worry about that. So this is February's promos. I personally received some of these. I love Ylang Ylang. I just recommended patchouli to a friend of mine for some digestive support. So awesome, power-packed, free gifts for your orders. It's incredible. So the value of Essential Rewards. Honestly, this is how I have a rack full of oils in my house right now, because every month I get something free. And it changes every month. It's always new and exciting. And I literally have them stored up. Things I would never have bought for myself, wouldn't have thought of it, that were absolutely free. So Not only that, but your starter kit today can count as your first ER order, which means February is taken care of, and then you get to make a new order in March. That's $100 earned toward ER freebies. Simply check yes as you're getting your kit if you want to join Essential Rewards. That if you don't check it as you purchase your starter kit, so when you go online and you click become a member and you're getting your starter kit, which we can link you to, you'll want to check on your way through that you want to join Essential Rewards. If you don't do it, then your starter kit purchase will already be finalized and you can't add that back in as an Essential Rewards order or get points on it or anything. You got to sign up for Essential Rewards right at the beginning to get those extra points. If you are concerned about that at all, just holler at one of us and we'd be happy to walk you through that. So check out this chart. This is what you save every single month by placing orders on ER instead of on the regular one-time order button, which is labeled shop now, I believe. After 5 years of a 300 PV order, you have saved $16,050 in free things. You've gotten $16,000 of free things. That's crazy. So what I do, I'm on Essential Rewards religiously. I couldn't do it without it. I absolutely love it. And I plan out my orders. You know, I budget whatever I can afford. It's always over 100 PV. And those points stack up for me. So I've been on it long enough that I'm earning at the 25% rate. And I stack up those points for a little while, and then I turn in for things like an entire kit of Ningxia Red or an entire kit of, I just did Master Formula. I love Master Formula. But again, things that, you know, my bigger orders, I get them free with my ER points, which is absolutely fantastic. I love that. All right, we got another video for you. This one's fun. This is the voice you hear in this video is Sarah Harnish. She did an excellent job putting together these slides for us. I'm borrowing them from her, and this is her video.
All right, guys, so we're trying a little experiment here because we just had a wow moment with lemon oil, getting all the grease off of the bottom of the pan. And this pan is particularly difficult. Like, this has been through multiple dishwasher loads, been scrubbed multiple times. My sister loves to deep fry stuff with coconut oil. So it's like not coming off. I mean, you have a scrubby, Rach? I can show. We're just going to scrub it and show you that it's not going anywhere. Like, this has been through multiple. It's one of those things where you scrub as hard as you can, it's not going anywhere, right? So we grab some baking soda. It's pure baking soda and thieves. So we're not going to use all of this thieves, but we'll pour a little bit of each in. And yep, just like a little sprinkle. And put a little bit of thieves cleaner in there. See if we can make some headway on this pan that's been through the dishwasher so many times. So if it's something that I just cook, I put a couple of drops of lemon, and lemon just makes that pan amazing. If it's something that has been there for a while, you can't get it up, this is my go-to. I want it to be a paste. Rachel will even more. She wants a nice, good paste. Now we're going to take it over to the sink. Let's do a good rinse on it. Dun-dun-dun, following the pan. Let's see, after multiple dishwasher loads and soap and all the other good things, with this really nasty non-scrubbable pan looks like. I'll show you in 5, 4, 3, 2, bam. Thieves cleaner to the rescue.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. I have baked more than my fair share of things onto pans. So that's a good one for me to know. Also, I have a recipe for, we call it a lemon scrubbing paste, and it's pretty much what she just made, but you can make it up ahead of time and keep it in a jar. And I have one under my sink for tough things like that. And also it works really well for getting grease off of your mechanic husband's hands and wherever the hydraulic fluid sprayed. So you can mix up ahead of time and just grab a little dab of it out. It's super convenient. Also, that was this thieves cleaner that she was using in there, which is fantastic. So we've talked a little bit about the power, the potency, and the purity of these oils, but what about their safety? Many people ask me, if oils are so powerful, how are they safe? There are certain oils that are photosensitive, meaning you don't want to wear them and go outside. These are mostly citrus oils like citrus fresh, lemon, etc. When using them on your skin, always watch for redness and dilute with a carrier oil if you do see something coming up. Dilute oils on children because their skin is more sensitive, more permeable, it absorbs more quickly. What is a carrier oil? It's a fatty oil. An oil with larger molecules takes longer to absorb. A good example would be olive oil, coconut oil. As you're choosing your carrier oil, and you, like I said, you can use either those, olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil. There's all kinds of different ones. Don't settle on purity in your carrier oil any more than you do in your essential oils. Make sure you've got a good extra virgin olive oil. Don't grab canola oil off the shelf and slather it all over you. It shouldn't even be going in you. Other safety tips before your kit arrives. Be wary of putting the oils topically near your eyes. We have all done it, even though we were warned, and peppermint is a doozy. It really is. I am going to tell you from personal experience, avoid it if you can. If it gets close, try to wipe it away with a Q-tip or a dry sleeve or something that would absorb it. If it goes in your eye, this is unpleasant, but it saved my life. I put a couple of drops of my carrier oil in my eye, my super high quality olive oil, and it dilutes the oil even if it's in your eye. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but I did it, and I put thieves in my eye, like a whole drop sprayed in there. It wasn't on purpose. And I had to have my mom rescue me with some carrier oil. And I saw blurry for a little while I was trying to blink it away, but it quit hurting immediately. Some oils like peppermint can cause a burning sensation. If you're placing the oil near the eye, be careful. Use a little bit on your fingertip or a Q-tip and place it very specifically where you want it. Don't chuck it at your eye. You can become desensitized to an oil if you use the same one day after day. So I rotate my oils every 3 or 4 days. What about internal use of essential oils? The National Association for Holistic Aromatherapy, one of the top aromatherapy organizations in the United States, does not advocate essential oils for internal use. Why? Because most companies don't carry grass oils, generally regarded as safe. That's what that stands for. Many argue that internal essential oil use is unsafe, and I would agree in some circumstances. You need to make sure that you're checking the labels first. Young Living Vitality oils are specifically approved for internal use, just like a food additive. You have been consuming essential oils internally for most of your life. For instance, wintergreen or spearmint when you chew gum or put oregano in your pasta. The National Association for Holistic Aromatherapy bases a lot of their decisions on the British model, which advocates topical use only. Many of the British studies are flawed. For example, they're done at extremely high doses or in ways that the oils aren't normally used. Young Living utilizes all 3 methods, British, French, and German. The French have been using some essential oils internally for decades. Young Living's Vitality line has distinctive white labels so you can easily recognize which oils are safe to take internally. So use common sense here. Some of the oils are hot. I would not take 6 drops of oregano and basil straight and just swallow them down. I think that'd be unpleasant. I do, however, add grapefruit vitality oil to my after workout drink. It's kind of cheating, I'm not going to lie, because grapefruit raises your metabolism and helps break down fat. So here I am busting my little hump trying to work out, and it may very well be my grapefruit that's helping me lose weight. But either way, I throw it in there. It tastes amazing. If you are using something that's a little bit hotter, again, you can dilute it. You can put it in a capsule, dilute it down a little bit. But you think about, you're putting it on your skin, and your skin is the biggest organ of your body. If it's safe for your skin, in a lot of cases, it's probably safe to have absorbing through your other organs. On the flip side, look at the ingredients list of what you have in your bathroom and kitchen. That's a fun one. Every day we put products on our skin, in our body, and breathe them in, but many of these products contain damaging chemicals. The average woman applies over 300 chemicals every day to her body, just through soaps, makeup, shampoo, and hair care products. 80 of these products are just before breakfast. When you use Young Living essential oils, you're using a product with one ingredient, like lemon, oregano, or tangerine. There are no synthetic additives and no yuck. Some of my favorite replacements right now through my personal home that are helping my home stay chemical-free, toxin-free. Like I said, household cleaner. This is so easy. It knocks 30 things out of your house immediately that are just loaded with chemicals. So that's just fast and easy. My lemon scrubbing paste. I am a neat freak. I use that paste for mineral buildups. I use it for, again, mechanic husband, grease, oil everywhere. That cuts it. So I use that all over the place. And then my mom made me toilet bombs, she calls them, for Christmas. And it's a little tablet. I think it has some baking soda and oils and things in it. I think it has thieves cleaner in it as well. You just drop it in your toilet, let it dissolve. It fizzes and looks all fancy. And then you can scrub your toilet with that instead of your toilet bowl cleaner. And it works fantastic. I've been using it for a couple of months and it's doing a wonderful job. So those are some of my favorites. Super easy to make, super easy to use, and we'll share the recipes after the class. All right. Are you overwhelmed yet? It's a lot of information. It's super simple to get started though. If you choose this starter kit, this is a picture of our premium starter kit that we outlined before. 10 oils, Ningxia Red, diffuser, that's everything that you need to get started. There's such a variety of oils in here. We're going to talk about each one in a minute so that you know what uses you are getting in your box. I just want to highlight again, this is a value of over $400 purchased separately at retail. When you purchase a starter kit, you are getting it for $160 roughly, $165, I think. That is substantially less than half price. You cannot get a better deal than that. So the value of Panaway, you can see him right in the front down there, Panaway, frankincense, and the diffuser, just those three things is what you're paying for the entire kit. So you're essentially getting everything else in the kit free, which you just can't beat it. So let's look at what's in there. Frankincense. I remembered to do my clicky thing. Frankincense is one of the top skin oils. Remember, it was called the coconut oil of essential oils because it has so many different uses. It helps smooth the appearance of skin. It's the key ingredient in Young Living's brain power oil. You can diffuse it during prayer time to help with grounding and purpose, or just for focus, concentration. You can put it on a drop on a bug bite to soothe discomfort from that. Frankincense is a must-have. Lavender. Lavender is the oil of relaxation. Diffuse for a calming, soothing aroma. Unwind by adding a few drops to a nighttime bath. This is one of the top oils to support healthy skin. It's referred to as the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because of its many uses. This is one of the few oils that has made it to my husband's work truck that I do not let him leave the house without. Two reasons for him actually, but the main reason is that he, like I said, he's a welder, and if you, it's really important to do something for burns right away. You don't want to just let them sit. And this is so easy to carry around, so easy to have with you, and it works so well. And again, like I said, my husband was not a firm believer in oils when I met him, but the first time that I put lavender on something for him, he was shocked. He said any other time this would have been blistered and scabbed over for weeks, and it was better in days. So that one stays in his truck. Let's see if we can get to peppermint here. Occasionally my slideshow gets tired of me and just stops moving. So I apologize for the informal nature here. Peppermint supports gastrointestinal discomfort. It promotes healthy bowel function and enhanced gut function. helps maintain the efficiency of the digestive tract, and may support performance during exercise. I've used it for that. I call this my highway hypnosis oil because one drop will keep me alert while driving. I've used it for that. This oil is also good for mild occasional headaches applied to the temples. Peppermint and wintergreen are my go-to for that. And I don't get a lot of headaches, but again, my husband does. And again, for someone who doesn't love oils, that is one of the few things that he will actually ask for when he feels one coming on. So peppermint also is one that has just so many uses. You can add it over another oil to enhance the other oil. It's great for as a cooling sensation. So that actually can be helpful if you're feeling really warm. Wonderful scent, and I put it in my hot cocoa because I love it. Okay, citrus fresh. Diffuse it. It is orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, and mandarin. So it is very citrusy. It's a replacement for chemical-based home fragrances. It's a fantastic one to diffuse for a nice clean smell. You can spritz it, put it in a little bottle, spritz it around. You can mix it with a carrier oil, wear it as a perfume. Citrus oils are wonderful for detoxing your body as well as promoting healthy, young looking skin. In fact, I was just doing some learning about it, grapefruit in particular, but it can really help with the dimpled appearance of skin. Again, I'm trying to work out and get fit again. So that was something that was really awesome for me to learn. Rub a little bit of that with some carrier oil wherever you want to firm your skin up, and that can be really useful. I really wish these would just move like they're supposed to, but they're not. So I will get out of this one again and show you thieves. I missed thieves. There we go. Thieves. We talked about the superpowers of thieves. Helps support a healthy respiratory system. It's been proven to kill 99.9% of all germs and bacteria. It's a powerhouse. So when there's sickness around, the first thing I do is get this oil in the diffuser on our feet and spine and set up a germ-free zone. Why the feet and spine? The spine is where bundles of nerves run through your body, and the feet and hands are where they come out. If you put oils in those places topically, you're covering a lot of ground in the body, even if you don't know where those germs are hiding out. I tell you another great thing to do with it is gargle. Lots of bacteria come into your body through your ears, nose, mouth. You've heard of people gargling with salt water to kill bacteria. Gargle with thieves, brush with thieves. It is a fantastic way to stop that stuff at the door before it gets into your body. Really couldn't tell you why my slides aren't working. Peace and calming, one of my favorites. It is also citrusy. It is more citrusy than Stress Away. It has ylang-ylang, orange, tangerine, patchouli, and blue tansy. Stress Away is more for prolonged use during the day, and specifically for the sort of fight or flight stress that comes on fast. Peace and calming is more for the evening to slow your mind down. That's why I diffuse it at bedtime. I actually combine peace and calming and lavender because lavender is so good for relaxation as well, and it knocks me straight out. So those are awesome. I also love the smell of peace and calming, so I do hoard it a little bit. I might have 2 or 3 bottles of this at all times. Stress Away, we were just talking about comparing to, promotes wellness and may be an important part of a daily health regimen. It's one of the top emotional oil blends. I use Stress Away before the onslaught of a heavier day when I know I have a lot going on. The oil contains lime, copaiba, which is a mild smell, and vanilla. And it's like a massage for the senses. So if you think of a vanilla citrus combination, Stress Away smells delicious. I actually diffuse it a lot, and I especially diffused it a lot when I was working in the office because stressed out coworkers are never a good thing. So I just shared my goodness with them from my desk. Lemon Vitality. There's a picture of a Vitality oil. I think the Thieves was as well. Those are the ones that are labeled for internal use. Its citrus flavor enhances the taste of food and water. It's a key ingredient in Thieves and Ningxia Red. It helps to support the immune system, and it's wonderful for the liver. I love to put a few drops every day in my water. You can also use lemon to remove anything sticky. That pan video is great. I use lemon all the time to take stickers off of glass bottles because I reuse glass bottles. So that gets all that leftover label off of there. But it's also, like they said, a fantastic one to use internally. Try as you might, you're always exposed to toxins of some kind in this world. You just can't not be. So instead of hiding under a rock, we protect ourselves as much as we can, but also to have a constant detox going on so your body can keep up with that oxidative stress that it's being exposed to is critically important. So incorporating oils on a regular basis to help your body purge those toxins makes a big difference for all of your internal organs. Panaway. I love Panaway. I haven't had Panaway in a long time. I miss Panaway. Apply after exercise to soothe muscles. It has a stimulating aroma. Apply to the back and neck for a soothing aromatic experience. The day you get your starter kit, put this oil on your feet and see how they feel. Panaway also helps to support the appearance of healthy skin. 90% of early aging isn't wrinkles, it's discoloration of the skin. Panaway helps with healthy coloration. Add some Panaway to your Art Gentle Cleanser or Light Moisturizer or apply topically. Panaway is also wonderful for mild occasional headaches. Panaway, I believe, has wintergreen and helichrysum, both of which are incredibly powerful oils. Digize is the top oil blend for supporting a healthy digestive system. Add 2 drops along with a drop of peppermint to water for a stimulating beverage. Take it in a veggie capsule internally. Use with essential zyme at every meal to support a wellness regimen for the gut. I like to rub a few drops on my belly to soothe an unhappy tummy. That's another one I don't go without. Digize is a must-have. I know my sister tells a story about their dog. Whenever his tummy is upset, he literally runs over to them to get his Digize, flops on his back and waits for them to put it on. And then once they've applied it, he gets up and he's happy again. It makes such a difference for him. Raven is a cleansing blend of Raven Sarah, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. Raven creates a cooling sensation when applied topically to the chest and the throat. Diffuse daily for a soothing aroma. This oil changes the game for anything breathing. I love to have Raven, RC, things like that. I always have one in my house. It's a must-have. You could even mix this with a little bit of coconut oil if you wanted to keep it on your throat and chest. If you're experiencing extended discomfort, it really just opens up and frees up everything. It feels so good after a day of stuffiness to just sit down and have your airways opened up. It's fantastic. Ningxia Red. These are the 2 packets that you get in your starter kit. Don't be timid. Don't save them. Use them. They're not going to do any good in your box. They don't taste like that crazy, crunchy, cardboard, organic, non-juice yuck. They taste like a mixture of berries and lemonade and all the goodness. But the antioxidants in this little packet are incredible. This juice is so good for you that there's an entire class on it that we teach separately because, like the thieves, there is so much to talk about with this. This is another one I just did some research on for a friend of mine about the Ningxia berries and how they come from the Ningxia province of China, how incredibly powerful they are as far as antioxidants, and then everything that's combined in with them to provide you vitamins, nutrients, and antioxidant benefits, oils. It is a powerhouse. So make sure that you try these. You can chug it straight. You can add it to a glass of water. You can put it in water and add another drop of oil. This is one of the ingredients in my after workout recovery drink. I do an ounce of Ningxia Red. I do a half a scoop of Amino Wise, and then I do my 2 drops of cheater oil, grapefruit, and I mix that up and chug it down after my workout. Really helps with recovery. Another cute little drop down I forgot to do. Okay, whoa now. Don't get ahead of me. These are your Thieves samples from your starter kit. You see, one is a little spritzer spray, one is a hand purifier. This is, again, based on the powerhouse oil Thieves. We have an entire line of Thieves infused products that will blow your doors off, from dish soap to laundry soap to household cleaner, even whitening toothpaste. In the kit, you get 2 of our favorites, the Thieves spray, which is incredibly timely. This is fantastic for spraying on restaurant tables, grocery cart handles, inside and outside of your mask, anything that you're going to encounter and you may be timid about who else has touched it recently. It also does a great job of cleaning my glasses. And Thieves hand sanitizer, which is the best sanitizer out there. 2 of the most common hand sanitizers out there contain isopropyl alcohol, which kills good bacteria and can cause alcohol poisoning. And they also contain toxic chemicals and hormone disruptors like tocopherol acetate and cross polymers, as well as fake fragrances. That's not true of the Thieves waterless hand purifier. It's the safest stuff that I've ever encountered. It's made of denatured alcohol, which does not hit you like ethyl alcohol, peppermint, clove, rosemary, cinnamon, and lemon. And I have actually, it's actually soothing. I've been stuck out before with really chapped hands and had nothing to put on them and been an hour away from home. And I have put my waterless hand purifier on my hands for the moisture. And it actually really does moisturize your hands and leave them softer afterwards, which I love. Let me try to get you to the next slide here. There we go. My little Valor bottle. I have my Valor here next to me for teaching this class. This is the final oil that comes in your starter kit. It's one of Gary Young's favorite oils. Contains black spruce, blue tansy, camphor wood, geranium, and frankincense. It was used by the ancient Romans in the bathhouses before they sent their soldiers into battle. Its smooth, relaxing scent is designed for courage and bravery. This is my fear oil. This is my place of calm. Valor is a delicious smell. It's an empowering smell. It is an excellent thing to apply before and after a chiropractor appointment. It helps to relax all of your body and muscles and actually helps your adjustments hold better. I use that. And as a side note, if you're curious, if you saw the other class, it's even mentioned in the Lucy class. You don't know what the Lucy class is? Ask us because it's pretty cool. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the names. The cute little drop downs. They're so wonderful and I don't even give them credit. All right, starter kit. This is your kit again. This is another look at it here. 12 bottles of oils, a diffuser. That you can choose a diffuser. This is pictured as the desert mist. You can choose, there's a couple of, I think there's a dewdrop, couple different ones you can choose. You can even upgrade to the more expensive ones that we have that do a whole room and have like sound settings. You can choose. This is a fantastic one. This desert mist is versatile. It's reliable. It goes well with almost any decor. So that's a great choice. Comes with 2 packets of Ningxia, 2 of the Thieves products, an Aroma Glide roll-on cap that you can apply to any of these oils to turn it into a quick application. There's no yearly membership fee. If you don't place an order, you'll go inactive after 12 months. That's why I said 50 PV in a year keeps your membership active. When you hop on Essential Rewards, you can pick out products that you want to try every month and start kicking toxic chemicals to the curb. Going chemical free is a process that you do one step at a time. Just pan away frankincense and the diffuser are worth more than the cost of the entire kit. That means you're getting 10 oils, 12 oils, Thieves products, Ningxia literature, and training all for free. The next step is to get to the other classes that we mentioned, the Thieves class and Ningxia Red class, and start swapping out dangerous chemicals in your home one at a time. This is a process. Don't feel like you have to get every last thing on day one, although that would be amazing and I would not discourage you from doing that. It can be overwhelming. And what's really important is that you take a step, even if it's a small step. So pick something that you're ready to exchange. I'll be honest, I recently exchanged my dish soap for Thieves dish soap. Don't really know why it took me so long to do. I changed everything else in my house, but as you can see, I finally made the swap and we're on track. So start somewhere. Start with something, whether it's diffusing. If you feel like you want to start with putting something in your water or you want to get started right away with the Thieves cleaner, which I highly recommend, pick something. Here is a fun look at a toxin-free home from the maker of this class, Sarah Harnish. This is going to be another awesome video for you guys to watch as soon as I get there. Actually, I don't know if this one loaded. We'll try. So that's a fun little look at a toxin-free Young Living home. All right, it's your turn. 3 cabinet challenge. The oils thing is a lifestyle, not a single class. So I'd like to invite you to accept the 3 cabinet challenge. Go home, or you probably are already there. Just turn around, look in a cabinet. Look at the products that are in your home right now in any 3 cabinets. Pick things you've used for years and take a look at the list of ingredients on the back of the bottle. If there's an ingredient you're not familiar with, type it into Google with the words dangers of. You will be blown away at some of the poison that is lurking in your cabinets. This calendar, join my team today with your Premier Starter Bundle, and we'll give you a free copy of the best-selling book, Fearless. So Fearless is another one that was written by Sarah Harnish, and it talks a lot more about her specific story, which is powerful, and the steps that you need to take to get your home toxin-free. This calendar, which I would be more than happy to send you. Hold on, I'm sorry, I lost my spot. This calendar helps you get started. It walks you through when you get your starter kit, what to do with it, how to get started, how to start integrating it into your home. So put it on your fridge. I'll send it to you. You can print it out, stick it on your fridge, and fill it out by doing these challenges. And you'll learn how to get started with every drop of oily goodness that came in your kit. When you finish a challenge, let me know. Send me a screenshot of your completed calendar for a free gift. We are an education-driven team, and we would love to come alongside of you for oily education. Fearless will take you room by room, telling you how to have a chemical-free kitchen and chemical-free cleaning closet by swapping out the toxins for pure Young Living products. Start where you're most convicted and take baby steps to kick the chemicals out of your home. Get your oils for free. Something in this presentation spoke to you. Something hit you in the gut. I know that when you go home and try this, how you care for your family and clean your home will be very different. I want to come alongside you and train your friends and family in toxin-free living, because you'll fall in love with thieves and want a chemical-free life for your mom and best friend too. My goal is for you to get your oils paid for every month forever, that it's never a burden on your budget. If 3 of your friends sign up and get a kit, you will have essentially paid for yours. If you have 5 to 10 friends that fall in love with the lifestyle and get on Essential Rewards and attend our classes, the oils, the thieves, the Ningxia, the makeup, and the CBD, you'll get a check to place orders for your family's products, things you pick out every month that you want to swap out. I'm willing to come and teach to your circle and educate them for free to give you the blessing of oils and seed to seal products for your family. Just reach out to me here on Facebook, on Zoom, or personal message, text or call anytime. Young Living was one of the best decisions I've ever made for my family, and I want to share it with yours. So how do you get started? How do you order? Go to the website, crooksandthieves.com. It's a super easy way to get to it. Click on Get Started, choose your kit, and you're on your way. Or you can go to youngliving.com, click on Become a Member, and plug in my member number as your enroller and sponsor. It's that simple. Welcome to the world of oils. If you have any other questions on how to do that, what links to press, how you get there, message one of us directly. We are more than happy to walk you through it. I have started the Become a Member part on Young Living several times just to walk friends through, and it's self-explanatory, it's intuitive. But if you have any questions about where to put information, just holler and let us know. So what now? Let's recap your aromatherapy checklist. First, you got to get your kit or you got nothing to work with. Read the Fearless book that we send you. Complete your Fearless calendar with all of those challenges. Collect all of the free things by completing your Fearless calendar challenges. So we have a gift to send you when you get that done. When you've been through your home and looked at some stuff and gotten started underway, we want to give you a gift to help you keep going. So contact me, get plugged into the next class that we have going. We always have one going. I think it's one every week right now. Make sure you stay plugged in to keep learning new things. That's it. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see if I can stop sharing my screen so you can see my face again. Fantastic. This is Essential Oils 101. This is just going to get you started. We would be more than happy to dive into the details of anything that you had questions on. Just give us a shout. Thank you. Have a great day.